Living longer isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. And what if I told you that the secret to both is something you've been doing since you were a toddler? Something so simple yet so powerful that it could literally add half a decade to your life expectancy. That's right, we're talking about walking. But not just any walking. We're talking about a deliberate, daily 15-minute commitment to your health and longevity. Hello, dear friends. Today, we're going to explore something truly remarkable, a discovery that has changed thousands of lives and could change yours too. You see, in my years of researching and studying longevity, I've come across countless methods promising to extend life. Some are complicated, many are expensive, and others are just plain unrealistic. But this one is different. Think about it for a moment. What if I told you that by investing just 15 minutes of your day, about the same time it takes to watch one segment of your favorite TV show, you could potentially add 5 whole years to your life? It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? But here's the fascinating part. It's backed by solid scientific research. Let me share something personal with you. Last month, I received a letter from Margaret, an 82-year-old viewer who started following our advice about daily walking. She wrote, "I never thought I'd feel young again, but these daily walks have given me back something I thought I'd lost forever: hope." Margaret's story isn't unique. Thousands of seniors across the country are discovering this simple truth: movement is medicine. But before we dive deeper into this life-changing information, I want you to know something important. This isn't about running marathons or doing anything extreme. This is about gentle, sustainable movement that anyone can do, regardless of their current fitness level. Whether you're 65 or 85, whether you use a walking aid or not, this information is for you. You might be wondering, why 15 minutes? Why not more or less? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. We'll look at groundbreaking research from leading medical institutions that shows how this specific time frame triggers a cascade of health benefits in your body. Benefits that go far beyond what most people imagine. Did you know that walking for just 15 minutes a day can improve your heart health as much as some medications? Or that it can strengthen your bones more effectively than many expensive supplements? These aren't just claims. These are scientific findings that have been documented in prestigious medical journals. But here's what makes today's discussion truly special. We're not just going to tell you what to do. We're going to show you how to do it in a way that's safe, enjoyable, and sustainable for your specific situation. Because let's face it, generic advice isn't enough. You need information that's tailored to your age group, that understands your concerns and addresses your specific challenges. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly why walking is often called the miracle medicine for seniors. We'll explore how this simple activity can transform your health on a cellular level, boost your immune system, improve your memory, and even help you sleep better at night. But more importantly, you'll learn how to start this journey safely and successfully. What makes this approach different is that it's not about pushing yourself to exhaustion or following some complicated routine. It's about making small, manageable changes that add up to remarkable results. Think of it as making a small deposit in your health savings account every day. Over time, these deposits accumulate into a fortune of well-being. And here's something that might surprise you. The benefits start immediately. From your very first 15-minute walk, your body begins to change for the better. Your circulation improves, your mood lifts, and your muscles begin to strengthen. Day by day, step by step, you're not just walking, you're literally walking your way to a longer, healthier life. So, are you ready to discover how these 15 minutes can change your life? Are you prepared to learn the secrets that have helped thousands of seniors just like you reclaim their vitality and add years to their life? Then, let's begin this journey together, step by step, as we explore the amazing science behind this simple yet powerful practice. Now, let's talk about what actually happens in your body during those precious 15 minutes of walking. The science behind this is absolutely fascinating, and once you understand it, you'll never look at a simple walk the same way again. First, let's talk about your heart. Within just 2 minutes of starting your walk, your heart rate begins to increase gradually. But here's the beautiful part. It's not a sudden or stressful increase. Instead, it's like gently warming up an engine. This gradual increase in heart rate triggers something remarkable called cardiovascular conditioning. Every time you walk, your heart gets a little stronger, a little more efficient. A study from Harvard Medical School showed that walking for just 15 minutes a day reduces the risk of heart disease by an impressive 24%. Think about that. Nearly a quarter reduction in risk from something as simple as a daily walk. It's like getting a free insurance policy for your heart, paid for with nothing but your footsteps. But it's not just your heart that benefits. Let's talk about something that concerns many of us as we age: bone density. When you walk, every step creates a small amount of stress on your bones. Now don't worry, this is actually a good thing. Your bones respond to this stress by becoming stronger, much like muscles respond to exercise. The technical term for this is osteogenic loading, but I like to think of it as giving your bones a gentle workout. Here's something even more remarkable. Walking actually helps your body create new blood vessels. This process, called angiogenesis, means that your body is literally building new pathways to deliver oxygen and nutrients to every cell. It's like upgrading the highway system in your body, making everything work more efficiently. And let's talk about your brain for a moment. When you walk, your brain releases something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps them grow stronger and form new connections. This is why many people report feeling mentally sharper after they start a regular walking routine. One of the most exciting discoveries in recent years is how walking affects your telomeres. Telomeres are like protective caps on the ends of your DNA, and their length is directly related to how long you'll live. Research has shown that regular walking helps maintain the length of these telomeres, essentially helping to slow down the aging process at a cellular level. But here's what I find truly amazing. Walking also impacts your immune system. Each 15-minute walk triggers the production of white blood cells, your body's natural defense forces. These cells patrol your body, fighting off infections and diseases. Regular walkers typically have higher counts of these protective cells, making them more resistant to everything from common colds to more serious illnesses. Let's talk about inflammation for a moment. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of healthy aging, contributing to everything from arthritis to heart disease. Walking helps reduce inflammation throughout your body. It's like turning down the flame under a pot that's boiling too hot. With each step, you're helping your body maintain a healthier balance. And there's more good news about your joints. Contrary to what some people believe, walking doesn't wear out your joints. It strengthens them. The movement helps distribute synovial fluid, which lubricates your joints. Think of it as giving your joints a gentle oil change every time you walk. This is why many people with arthritis report feeling better, not worse, when they maintain a regular walking routine. Even your digestive system benefits from these daily 15 minutes. Walking helps stimulate peristalsis, the natural movement of your digestive system. This is why a short walk after meals can help with digestion and prevent that uncomfortable feeling of fullness. It's like giving your digestive system a gentle massage from the inside. Now let's explore something equally fascinating: how these 15-minute walks transform your mental well-being and cognitive health. The impact on your mind is just as remarkable as the physical benefits we just discussed. And for many of our viewers, these changes have been life-changing. Let's start with stress reduction. When you walk, your body naturally reduces its production of cortisol, often called the stress hormone. But what's truly remarkable is how quickly this happens. Within just 5 minutes of starting your walk, your brain begins to shift into a more relaxed state. It's like having a reset button for your stress levels, and you can press it every single day. Depression and anxiety, which affect many people in their golden years, also show significant improvement with regular walking. Research from the University of Michigan found that 15 minutes of walking can be as effective as a mild antidepressant for some people. This isn't to say you should stop any prescribed medications, but it shows the powerful impact of this simple activity on your mood. Memory improvement is another incredible benefit. When you walk, blood flow to your hippocampus, the brain's memory center, increases by up to 20%. Think of it as giving your memory a daily power boost. Many of our viewers have reported noticing improvements in their recall ability within just a few weeks of starting their walking routine. Here's something that might surprise you. Walking can actually make you more creative. Studies have shown that walking increases creative thinking by up to 60%. This is why many famous thinkers, from Aristotle to Steve Jobs, were known for their walking meetings. It's like your brain shifts into a higher gear when your body is in motion. Sleep quality is another area where walking works wonders. Regular walkers report falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. This isn't just about being physically tired. It's about regulating your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. The exposure to natural light during your walk helps set your internal clock, making it easier to maintain healthy sleep patterns. Let's talk about something that concerns many of us: cognitive decline. A landmark study from the University of California found that people who walk regularly have a 50% lower risk of developing cognitive impairment or dementia. Think about that. Cutting your risk in half with just 15 minutes of walking each day. It's like taking out an insurance policy for your brain. Social connection is another powerful benefit, especially if you choose to walk with others. Walking groups have become increasingly popular among seniors, creating communities of support and friendship. These connections are vital for mental health and longevity. In fact, research shows that social walking groups have a 50% higher stick rate than solo walking programs. Even your decision-making abilities improve with regular walking. The increased blood flow to your prefrontal cortex, the brain's executive center, enhances your ability to plan, solve problems, and make good decisions. Many of our viewers report feeling more confident in their daily choices after establishing a walking routine. Emotional regulation also gets a boost from walking. The rhythmic nature of walking has a meditative quality that helps calm emotional turbulence. It's like giving your emotional system a gentle tune-up every day. This is particularly valuable during times of stress or life transitions, which we all face as we age. The impact on self-esteem is equally impressive. As you build your walking habit and experience improvements in your health and mobility, your confidence naturally grows. Many of our viewers report standing taller, feeling more capable, and having a more positive outlook on life after just a few weeks of regular walking. Now that we understand the incredible benefits of walking, let's talk about how to start your walking journey safely and effectively. Remember, the goal isn't to run a marathon. It's to build a sustainable, enjoyable habit that will add years to your life. First, let's talk about proper walking form. Many people don't realize that there's a right and wrong way to walk for exercise. Keep your head up, looking about 20 feet ahead of you, not down at your feet. Your shoulders should be relaxed, not hunched. Think of holding an apple between your shoulder blades. This helps maintain good posture. Let your arms swing naturally at your sides, bending at about a 90-degree angle. Your foot strike is crucial. You want to land gently on your heel, then roll through to your toes. Many of our viewers initially walked flat-footed, which can cause joint pain. Think of your foot as a rocking chair. It should rock smoothly from heel to toe with each step. This natural rolling motion helps absorb shock and protect your joints. Now, let's discuss proper breathing. Many people hold their breath without realizing it, especially when they're focusing on something new. Try to breathe naturally, in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you can comfortably carry on a conversation while walking, you're at the right pace. This is called the talk test, and it's a reliable way to ensure you're not overexerting yourself. Choosing the right footwear is absolutely essential. Your walking shoes should have good arch support, a flexible sole, and plenty of room in the toe box. Don't make the mistake of using old shoes. They should be replaced every 500 miles or when you notice wear on the soles. Think of your walking shoes as the foundation of your exercise program. They're worth investing in. The right clothing matters too. Dress in layers, especially if you're walking outdoors. The inner layer should be moisture-wicking material, not cotton, which stays wet and can cause chills. Add a light jacket or sweater that you can remove if you warm up. In warmer weather, light-colored, loose-fitting clothes are best. Remember, you should feel slightly cool when you start. You'll warm up as you walk. Timing your walks is important too. For most people, morning walks are ideal. Your energy levels are higher, temperatures are cooler, and you're more likely to stick to the routine. However, if you're not a morning person, that's perfectly fine. The best time to walk is the time you'll actually do it consistently. Let's talk about safety precautions. Always carry identification and a fully charged phone. If you use a walking aid, make sure it's properly adjusted to your height. Many of our viewers find that walking poles provide extra stability and turn their walk into a full-body workout. They're like having an extra pair of legs for balance. Weather considerations are crucial. In hot weather, walk during the cooler parts of the day and stay hydrated. In cold weather, give yourself extra time to warm up. If conditions are icy or extremely hot, it's perfectly fine to walk indoors. Many malls and community centers offer indoor walking programs specifically designed for seniors. Start slow and build gradually. Your first walks might only be 5 minutes long, and that's perfectly fine. Remember Margaret, who I mentioned earlier? She started with just walking to her mailbox and back. Now she does her full 15 minutes every day. Progress isn't about speed, it's about consistency and gradual improvement. Finally, listen to your body. Some muscle warmth is normal, but if you experience pain, especially in your joints or chest, stop and consult your healthcare provider. Walking should feel good. If it doesn't, something needs adjustment. Think of your body as giving you feedback. Learn to understand its signals. Now, let's focus on how to build a walking routine that becomes as natural as brushing your teeth. Creating sustainable habits is the key to success, and I'm going to share some proven strategies that have worked for thousands of our viewers. Let's start with the power of anchoring. This means attaching your walking routine to something you already do every day. For example, taking your walk right after breakfast or before watching your evening news. James, one of our 78-year-old viewers, connects his walk with his morning coffee. He makes his coffee, drinks half of it, goes for his walk, then enjoys the other half when he returns. This simple strategy has helped him maintain his routine for over 2 years. Creating a walking environment that motivates you is crucial. Many successful walkers keep their walking shoes and weather-appropriate clothing right by the door. Some even sleep in their walking clothes. The idea is to remove as many barriers as possible between you and your walk. Think of it as rolling out the red carpet for your new healthy habit. Tracking your progress can be incredibly motivating. You don't need fancy technology. A simple calendar where you mark each day you walk works wonderfully. Dorothy, an 82-year-old viewer, uses red heart stickers on her calendar. She says watching those hearts accumulate gives her a sense of accomplishment and makes her excited to add another one each day. The power of routine cannot be overstated. Try to walk at the same time each day. Your body will begin to expect and even crave movement at that time. Think of it like setting your internal clock. Many of our successful walkers report that after a few weeks, their bodies naturally start getting ready for their walk at the usual time. Let's talk about motivation on difficult days. We all have them, days when we don't feel like walking. This is where the 5-minute rule comes in handy. Tell yourself you'll walk for just 5 minutes. Usually, once you're out there, you'll want to complete your full 15 minutes. But even if you don't, those 5 minutes are still beneficial. Remember, imperfect action beats perfect inaction every time. Building in flexibility is essential for long-term success. Have a backup plan for different scenarios. If it's raining, where will you walk? If you're visiting family, how will you maintain your routine? Many successful walkers have both an indoor and outdoor route planned. Some even practice their walks in local shopping malls during extreme weather. The power of walking partners can't be underestimated. Having a walking buddy increases accountability and makes the experience more enjoyable. Martha and Helen, two of our viewers in their mid-70s, started walking together 6 months ago. They say the combination of exercise and friendship has become the highlight of their day. Setting meaningful goals is another key to success. Instead of vague goals like get healthier, think specific and personal. Maybe you want to walk to your grandchild's school without getting winded, or be able to tour a museum without needing to sit down every few minutes. These personal, meaningful goals will keep you motivated when motivation wanes. Celebrating milestones is crucial for long-term success. Every week of consistent walking deserves recognition. Some of our viewers treat themselves to a new walking accessory after a month of regular walking. Others keep a victory journal where they write down how they feel after each walk. These celebrations reinforce the positive habit you're building. Remember the compound effect? Small actions, repeated consistently, lead to tremendous results. Think of each walk as making a small deposit in your health savings account. These deposits accumulate over time, contributing to those extra 5 years of life we talked about earlier. Every step counts. Every walk matters. Now, let's address the common challenges that might come up during your walking journey, and more importantly, how to overcome them. Because let's be honest, starting any new habit isn't always smooth sailing, but having solutions ready makes all the difference. First, let's tackle joint pain, one of the most common concerns among our viewers. Sarah, who's 73, wrote to us about her knee pain when she first started walking. The solution? She started with water walking in her community pool. The water's buoyancy supported her joints while she built strength. After 2 months, she transitioned to regular walking with no pain. Remember, joint pain doesn't mean you can't walk. It means you need to modify how you walk. Weather challenges can be particularly frustrating. Too hot, too cold, too wet. There's always something. But successful walkers have clever workarounds. Robert, age 76, created what he calls his weather rotation plan. He walks outdoors in good weather, uses his local mall during rain or extreme cold, and does indoor room laps during storms. The key is having multiple options ready before you need them. Fatigue and low energy levels are another common obstacle. Many people feel they're too tired to walk, but here's the fascinating paradox. Walking actually increases your energy levels. Start with this simple trick. Walk for just 2 minutes when you're feeling tired. Our viewers report that this often leads to a natural energy boost that carries them through the full 15 minutes. Balance concerns keep many seniors from starting their walking routine. Betty, age 81, was worried about this too. Her solution? She started walking with a walker, then progressed to walking poles, and now uses a single walking stick for longer distances. Remember, using walking aids isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom and commitment to your health. Motivation fluctuations are completely normal. Some days you'll feel excited to walk, others not so much. This is where the habit stack comes in handy. Link your walk to a daily pleasure. Many of our successful walkers listen to their favorite audiobooks only during their walks. Others save their favorite podcasts or music for walking time. This creates a positive association that pulls you forward. Time management can be tricky, especially if you're caring for others or have a busy schedule. The solution? Break up your 15 minutes throughout the day. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 after lunch, and 5 in the evening still adds up to your daily goal. Remember, flexibility is your friend when building a sustainable habit. Social isolation can make it harder to stay motivated. If you don't have a walking buddy nearby, consider joining a virtual walking group. Many of our viewers use video calls to walk together with friends or family members who live far away. Some even coordinate their walking times with their grandchildren's recess periods, creating a special cross-generational connection. Boredom is another challenge that can creep in over time. Combat this by creating themed walks. Monday might be your nature observation walk, where you look for different birds. Tuesday could be your architecture walk, where you notice interesting buildings. Wednesday might be your gratitude walk, where you reflect on what you're thankful for. Variety keeps the routine fresh and engaging. Fear of falling is a legitimate concern, especially in winter months. The solution is to build what we call a stability strategy. This includes choosing routes with handrails or benches for rest stops, wearing appropriate footwear with good grip, and practicing balance exercises at home. Many of our viewers start with supported walking, holding onto a rail or walking with a partner, then gradually build confidence. Physical limitations may require adaptations, but they shouldn't stop you completely. If standing walks are challenging, try seated marching exercises for part of your routine. If one side is weaker, work with your healthcare provider to develop modified movements. Remember, any movement is better than no movement. Let's look at some remarkable success stories from our community and the fascinating research that backs up their experiences. These real-life transformations and scientific findings show just how powerful a simple 15-minute daily walk can be. Meet Eleanor, age 84, who started her walking journey after losing her husband 3 years ago. When she first began, she could barely make it to the end of her driveway. Today, she walks for 30 minutes every morning and has become the coordinator of her local mall walking group. Her blood pressure has normalized, she's sleeping better, and most importantly, she's found a new purpose in helping others start their walking journey. Then there's George, 77, who was pre-diabetic when his doctor recommended daily walking. He was skeptical at first. How could something so simple make a real difference? But after 6 months of consistent 15-minute walks, his blood sugar levels normalized and he lost 15 pounds without changing his diet. His doctor was amazed by the improvement in his numbers, all from this one simple change. A groundbreaking study from the University of Cambridge followed 10,000 seniors over a decade and found something remarkable. Those who walked just 15 minutes daily had a 22% lower risk of early mortality compared to their sedentary peers. Think about that. A 22% reduction in risk from just 15 minutes of walking. Maria's story is particularly inspiring. At 79, she was using a walker and feeling increasingly isolated. Her daughter suggested they start walking together, just 5 minutes at first. Today, 1 year later, Maria only uses her walker for longer trips. She's joined a senior dance class and recently walked an entire mile in her granddaughter's charity walk. Her doctors call her their poster child for active aging. Research from Johns Hopkins University revealed something fascinating about walking and brain health. Their study showed that regular walkers had hippocampus volumes up to 2% larger than non-walkers. The hippocampus is crucial for memory, and this increased volume translates to a brain that's effectively 2 years younger. Consider Thomas, age 82, who started walking after reading about its benefits for arthritis. He began with just 3 minutes, 3 times a day. Now he does the full 15 minutes every morning and says his joint pain has decreased so much that he's reduced his pain medication. His rheumatologist uses his case to encourage other patients to start walking. A landmark study from the National Institute on Aging tracked 3,000 seniors over 5 years. The results were clear. Those who walked regularly showed 40% fewer days of hospitalization compared to non-walkers. They also reported significantly higher levels of independence in daily activities. Patricia's transformation is another testament to the power of walking. At 75, she was struggling with depression after retiring. Her therapist suggested daily walks as part of her treatment. Today, at 77, she leads a walking group for other seniors and says she feels more purposeful than she did during her working years. Her story has inspired dozens of others in her community to start walking. Research from Stanford University's Aging Center revealed something remarkable about walking and cognitive decline. Their study found that regular walkers were 47% less likely to experience cognitive decline over a 5-year period. The lead researcher noted that walking appeared to be more effective than many medications in preventing mental decline. Harold and June, a couple in their early 80s, started their walking routine together after June's mild heart attack. They turned their daily walks into adventure dates, exploring different neighborhoods and parks. Not only has June's heart health improved dramatically, but they say their relationship has been enriched by this shared daily activity. Their cardiologist now recommends walking to all cardiac patients, using their story as inspiration. Let's conclude our journey with some advanced tips for those who've mastered the basics and wrap up everything we've learned about this life-changing practice. These insights will help you get even more from your daily walks and ensure you maintain this healthy habit for years to come. Here's an advanced technique many of our successful walkers use: interval walking. Try walking at your normal pace for 2 minutes, then slightly faster for 1 minute. This simple adjustment can increase your cardiovascular benefits by up to 20%. Barbara, age 78, says this technique helped her build stamina for her grandson's wedding dance. Mindful walking is another powerful advanced practice. Instead of just moving your body, engage all your senses. Notice the feeling of the ground beneath your feet, the rhythm of your breathing, the sounds around you. This technique turns your walk into a moving meditation, doubling the stress reduction benefits. Many of our viewers report this practice has become the most peaceful part of their day. For those ready for an extra challenge, try what we call the gratitude steps. With each step, think of something you're grateful for. This not only makes the time pass more quickly, but also combines the physical benefits of walking with the psychological benefits of gratitude practice. Our viewers report this technique has transformed their outlook on life. Advanced route planning can also enhance your results. Try creating what we call a progressive loop. Start with a shorter route close to home, then gradually add small extensions. This gives you the confidence of knowing you can always take the shorter route if needed, while providing opportunities to challenge yourself on good days. Now let's bring everything together and remember why we started this journey. Those 15 minutes aren't just about walking. They're about investing in your future, about adding not just years to your life, but life to your years. They're about maintaining your independence, staying connected with your community, and continuing to create beautiful memories with your loved ones. Remember how we started this discussion? We talked about adding 5 years to your life, but now you understand it's about so much more than just time. It's about the quality of that time, It's about being able to play with your grandchildren without getting winded. It's about continuing to explore new places with confidence. It's about maintaining your independence and dignity as you age. The choice you make today to start walking for just 15 minutes could be the most important health decision of your life. Think about where you want to be in 5 years. Do you want to be more active or less active? More independent or less independent? The path to that better future starts with a single step. Before we end, I want to share one final thought. Every person we've mentioned in this video, Eleanor, George, Maria, Thomas, Patricia, Harold, and June, they all started exactly where you are right now. They all had the same doubts, the same concerns, the same challenges, but they took that first step and it changed their lives. Your journey begins now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Those 15 minutes are waiting for you. They're your gift to yourself, your investment in your future, your commitment to living life to its fullest. Remember, you're not just walking for exercise, you're walking for life. And as you take those first steps, know that you're joining a community of thousands of others who have discovered this simple truth, that the path to a longer, healthier, happier life begins with just 15 minutes a day. So put on those walking shoes, step outside your door, and start your journey to those extra 5 years and all the joy, health, and vitality they'll bring. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the transformative power of walking. Now, it's your turn to take that first step. I'll see you on the path to a longer, healthier life.